He is celebrated as the man with lightning-fast kicks, an unstoppable fighter who redefined martial arts on screen, and a global icon whose movies changed the world forever. But what if I told you that Bruce Lee's greatest power wasn't his physical strength or even his legendary speed? What if the real secret was something far more profound, a revolutionary philosophy that he carried with him, hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered? Today, we uncover the untold side of Bruce Lee, a side that could transform the way you see life itself. Welcome to Bruce Lee, Untold. We live in a world that celebrates rigidity. From a young age, we're told to make a 5-year plan, to stick to one path, to push through obstacles until we either succeed or break. We're told to be like a rock, solid, immovable, unchanging. But what if that mindset is the very thing holding us back? In 1971, Bruce Lee sat down for a television interview that would be broadcast to millions. When asked to explain his style of fighting, he didn't give a complicated theory or brag about his speed and power. Instead, he leaned forward, thought for a moment, and spoke just 3 words. 3 words so simple that they were almost overlooked, yet so powerful that they would go on to inspire generations across the world. This was not just advice for martial artists. It was a philosophy for life itself, and yet most people miss its true, profound meaning. The interviewer, Pierre Burton, expected a technical breakdown of punches and kicks. What he got was a lesson in metaphysics. Bruce Lee, with a quiet intensity, began.
It becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
For Lee, this wasn't a clever soundbite. It was the absolute core of his martial art, Jeet, Kune, and the guiding principle of his entire life. He was describing a state of complete harmony with the moment. To truly understand this, to truly be water, is to master 3 profound principles that apply not just to combat, but to every single challenge we face. The first principle is adaptability. Think about water. It never argues. It never resists. When it encounters a rock, it doesn't stop. When it meets a wall, it doesn't break itself trying to push through. Water simply flows around the obstacle, calmly finding another path, no matter how impossible it may seem. This was Bruce Lee's genius. In the fight world, if a technique failed him, he didn't cling to it. He didn't stubbornly insist, this is the way it must be done. He simply discarded what didn't work and adapted in the moment, fluid, unstoppable. And this wasn't just martial arts. This was life, a rejected job application, a failed business, a dream that didn't unfold the way you planned. Most people see those as dead ends. Bruce would call them redirects. The path may change, but the journey continues. The key is not to be rigid in your methods, but to remain flexible in your pursuit. This is the first secret of water. True strength is found in adaptability. The second principle is persistence, but don't mistake water's softness for weakness. Its second power is relentless persistence. Water may seem gentle, harmless even, but given time, it can carve canyons, pierce through stone, and reshape entire landscapes. Not with one massive crash of force, but with steady, patient, consistent action. A single drop, repeated over and over, becomes unstoppable. Bruce Lee embodied this truth. He wasn't born the legend we remember today. He became that legend because he trained every single day with ruthless consistency. To him, mastery wasn't about giant leaps of progress. It was about small, deliberate steps taken again and again, until the impossible became inevitable. So when your dream feels out of reach, when your goal looks like a mountain too high to climb, remember water. Don't wait for one grand breakthrough. Drip onto it every day. One action, one effort, one step forward, because persistence always wins. And like water, your steady flow will, in time, break through the unbreakable. The final and most profound principle is formlessness. Water has no ego. It doesn't cling to shape. It doesn't insist on being a cup or a bottle or a teapot. Whatever you pour it into, it simply becomes. Bruce Lee despised rigid systems and labels. To him, martial arts wasn't about belonging to a style or following a fixed tradition. It was about freedom. He would absorb what was useful, discard what was not, and create something uniquely his own. But this wasn't just about fighting, it was about identity. Too often, we trap ourselves in labels. I'm just an employee. I'm just a student. I'm just this or that. But Bruce taught us to empty the cup, to release the ego, to stay humble, to always remain a student, because the moment you believe you are finished, you stop growing. And the moment you stop growing, you stop living. To be water is to be free of limits, to stay open, to reinvent yourself again and again, to flow into new paths, new ideas, new versions of who you were meant to be. That is how you become truly limitless. Bruce Lee's legacy is so much more than film reels and flying kicks. It is a call to live a more fluid, persistent, and open life. It is a philosophy that whispers a simple truth. The way to overcome the rigid is to embrace the flexible. The way to be powerful is to be like water. So, what obstacle in your life will you approach with a new flexibility? Let us know in the comments below.